Wow, oh my god, this game isn't Minecraft, which is the only thing I ever made content on, isn't it? So, why are we playing? Not Minecraft. Because why the fuck not? I like Forsaken Frontiers, and there's not a lot of content on it, so I thought, why would I not try my hand at this game? I will say, I am bad at this game. If you're a Forsaken Frontiers pro, you'll probably laugh at this gameplay. You'll be like, wow, this guy fucking sucks. And I do fucking suck. That's okay. I recognize I do. Or Mario Metro. I also haven't played this in a while, so I hope that like it works out that way. But you know, I want to branch out and do things that aren't just Minecraft beta videos. And on top of that, I felt like this game deserved. Sounds quite close. I felt like this game deserved more presence on the internet. Oh wow, that fucking sucks. People don't know about Forsaken Frontiers, and I think that is a shame, and it deserves more. I had such a bad start, holy shit. So I actually had to be quiet already. Bad guy might have heard that. So I just thought, I think this game deserves more credits, so I'll do videos on it. And I'll talk about whatever comes to mind. I'm going to record until someone I know is available to play a game in probably like 30 minutes, and I will stop then. I'll do more of this later. So if you are here for the Minecraft content, typically I'll do more Sweetwater beta. Don't worry about that. I've just been pretty burned out on playing Minecraft for a while now, and so I wanted to do something new. This just felt like a good place to go. I play a game I like that I think deserves more credit. People maybe buy it. It's all good. Sounds awfully close. I don't know if the guy was close enough to hear that, so I'm gonna take cover for a second. Unfortunately, this game has a pretty bad bug playing single player, where it seems like it does not remember my progress ever. So I will play, and then when I leave the game, I'll come back and all of my money is gone. Which means that every time I do a video on this game, I might be doing a new save file. Can't tell if I'm hearing laughing. I don't think so. Because that, like, really bad bug exists, and I can't report the bug because I think their Discord server requires a phone number. I don't want to give Discord a phone number. So I just can't report the problem. And I'm like 97% sure they don't look at their Steam discussion board, which admittedly I understand because Steam discussions are not the most intelligent location on Earth. That's not really close, so I think that's a Shambler. I don't like Steam discussion boards either. The pro tip: if a developer watches this, that's a problem. It's a bug. I think they're a floor above or below me. I don't know how many videos I'll do in this game. I'll probably just do it until I get bored, which will be, my estimate is 10. And in that time, I want to do videos on other games too. I recently got, well, I guess it's not recently, but for quite a while now, Elden Ring Night Rain took my life over. I think that might have been up or down from there. And I kind of want to record Night Rain videos, but I'm Like, I have friends that are, like, cool with being in the clips I post, but I'm not sure if they're as interested in being in full videos. Maybe one of them would be, because they sometimes join their cousin on Twitch for streaming. But generally, I just don't want to have to, like, bother them about it. But maybe I'll do some videos about Night Rain, where I play with randoms or something. I think raiding with randoms is still fun, even though it can be pretty rough. An important note, though, if you've never watched my videos, and for some reason you are watching them because this is a Forsaken Frontier video, I'm really good at talking. I talk a lot, and if you don't like people who talk a lot, that might be a problem. Hold on. So whenever I talk, I build up a lot of mucus. But yeah, I talk a lot. Depending on who you are, that may make or break my content. Hopefully it doesn't break it, but also I would entirely understand why it would. But I'm just here to play the game and talk about things that are not related to the game. But no, I want to do Night Rain content at some point. I just think that'd be fun. I fucking love the game. I've beaten all of the bosses, which feels good. All the Everdarks as well. I can't tell there was someone laughing. Actually, some of those games you gotta go quiet every now and then and listen out. I probably don't have to go through that now if I don't have to. I don't think I went down all the way on the left. Also, I would love to make music content. I don't like most of the big music people. I won't say that I'm necessarily any better than them, but I don't know. I just like talking about music as well. I like talking in general. But anyways, I keep getting off the topic. Night Rain was a lot of fun. I usually played Wilder and Iron Eye when we did, just because my friend was good at Wilder and Iron Eye and I was. And most of our game compositions came down to those two characters. So that's what we spent a lot of our time playing and doing. Though I've gotten really fond of playing Duchess. I like doing a dual build with her. Main hand dexterity weapons and offhand magic. And she's been a ton of fun just playing like specifically that way. So I want to do something like that. I might just record matches and only post the ones where I win with random people, because that sounds like it would be. I just saw the recording get really fucked up while the game was loading. I hope that was not a problem. I guess I'll find out after. I think money can sit here, or will it automatically sell? I don't remember. It might automatically sell. That would be unfortunate. I don't remember how this game works. I guess it doesn't sell. No, I have $200 though. fucking love the bolt cutters. My average run in this game, which I think if I told you like the shit I use on an average run, if you were a professional at this game, you quickly realize why I would consider myself not good. I'm like using the bolt cutters, the flashlight, and God, sometimes I usually run 2 bolt cutters. It depends on the level. I don't want to go this way just yet. If I'm in the hospital, I'm running double bolt cutters because I am not risking having to kick down one of those alarm doors. This way seems like it might be slightly less complicated. It certainly is not complicated. I feel like my clicking is also probably going to be loud. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I might just have to live with it for now. The mic is nice, but it is very sensitive. I can imagine that gets in there pretty fast. I'm sorry. Actually, there's probably anything in here. Yeah. Have you ever wondered why we're collecting cogwheels? It's just cogwheels. Never anything else. Or sorry, gears. We're collecting gears. That's a much more professional term, so I guess I can maybe understand why we're picking up gears, not cogs. They were gonna add cogs in the Minecraft, though. That's like a fun fact, I know. Like early electronics work, before Redstone was implemented, they had more realistic. I noticed you can find a video from like Notch, where he is putting cogwheels on a wall and they interact with each other. And admittedly, it is quite cool, but kind of like the way they with Redstone. It just feels more interesting. I never learned how to use Redstone though, and I don't think I ever will. But I still like it. We're gonna be very visible in here. We probably want to do an early hospital run. I'm wondering if it's worth running back to just leave and go to hospital for the last day. Maybe we should have gone to hospital today and incurred the debt and then paid it off. Actually, it would probably have been the better idea. But that's too late now. Maybe we'll head back after this and just do a hospital run. Buy a second pair of bolt cutters and a flashlight and see how that goes. Hospital is pretty safe. It's just the guy who infects you for most of the day. Eventually the spider joins. I'm not particularly worried about the spider. Other than the Shambler, who enters the map at some point too, but I'm also not worried about her. The Ventress is like the worst enemy to deal with. I don't think on Hospital she comes out at Unbroken. Is Unbroken Illuminant? I don't remember. She doesn't come out until like 4 PM. She takes a while to become like an active player. Go up first. What the fuck? I mean, I guess let's just get out of here. It doesn't matter. We leave now, we leave later. We're not even staying on this map. We go to hospital, which, oh man, I had Shadow Step. That would have been nice to have earlier. Oh well. Don't. I don't know if one of you dump in there stays in between your lives. Also, I remember we can't even buy no variable cutters because we don't have money. So calculate that's 1,950. We're doing good. We're doing good enough. Something I should probably note is, like, my intention playing this is not to become, like, the God-forsaken Frontiers player. My intention is, you know, I think the game is fun. And I like challenging myself to try and get better at it, even though it doesn't really matter. I don't know, it's just like a fun game to play. You boot it, you get a couple adrenaline rushes, and it's just a fun time. Actually, let's start early and let's just... I don't even know what the fucking enemies have, like, technically spawned yet. Awesome. Look at that. Cash. 120 bucks. 120 bucks in real life? My god. I'd be just a little richer. I'd actually be significantly richer, but that's not me. These rooms always have hella loot. You should always investigate them, I think. Like, not looking in here is like, you know, you're missing the Holy Grail, and people have sailed across the entire goddamn ocean to find that. They didn't succeed, but, you know, you succeed where they don't. In a digital game, released some, you know, 800 plus years later. I locked it. I still locked it. Yeah, regular door. You're probably worth unlocking, admittedly. We'll save that. Oops. Anyways, guess I should talk about content, right? Because I'm playing this game now. There's a couple of games I would love to play on here that aren't just like this and Sweetwater and Night Rain. No, for Sweetwater, I am still planning on looking at Osei Blues build, which is in like a far... It's pretty far north of Sheepville, I think. I have a warp there. At least I hope I do. I mean, otherwise I might just cheat and teleport there. But I wanted to show that off because he joined so long ago and he's just been building there. And he's been building really incredible stuff that no one's been like going to see because I think most people just don't realize he's building stuff there. He doesn't talk in game. And because he doesn't talk in game, I think that he often gets forgotten about. Also, I think Spider can technically spawn now. I don't remember. I should have had the guide open. That's like the times that we can spawn, so I can remember what I'm talking about. One of these with 3 ways in. I think these are still worth looking in, though I'm a little less certain. But right now, it's already paid for itself, so I guess so. Oh, but other thing, music. I love music. I've been listening to a lot. I have a Rate Your Music account, which I think automatically makes me 10% less cool. So if you thought I was cool, don't, and if you didn't think I was cool, you were right to assume that. I'm almost up to 900 albums, which is maybe cool in its own way that I've listened to so much stuff. Thought I heard something. I'd love to do just rundowns of like my favorite music by genre or like band rankings. I think that'd be entertaining. I got a Discord notification. I don't know what it could be for. But this is how I learned I didn't mute Discord. Because I forgot. Oh, it was just someone. Yeah. I'm an amateur. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be better, but I always leave my fucking Discord open when I'm doing Sweetwater videos. I know that shit gets annoying. Now my phone vibrates. Someone liked my message on Instagram. Very cool. I think I might be famous. I don't even know what I've sent. I send so many things to people. I'm like the number one worst enemy in humanity for sending random videos to people. I just go on it, and 99% of the stuff I find, I'm like, holy shit, I know someone who would like this. And it's often like 3 people who would like it. So I am the worst enemy of people who get mad when you send them like too much shit on there. On the plus side, I know someone who does send me a lot of stuff too, so it is being reciprocated to me, which is nice, because I like seeing the funny shit my friends send. I think this just ends here? Oh no, it does keep going. 250. I don't know how long we want to spend here, because I do want to come back with more equipment. I don't want to stay near events. I don't know when she's opens. Maybe we should start heading back just in case she can spawn, because she's going to kill this run. I am not good at dealing with Ventress. Which I just realized she's called Ventress because she's in vents. I always associated her. I don't know who else knows about this, but they had a character in Star Wars. They had a bunch of comics for Star Wars, right? And one of the characters in the comments was this woman named Ventress who had this, like... I don't know why the game lagged so bad. Where the fuck did I come from? But there was a woman called Ventress. She was a Sith. She had this, like, curved hilt on her lightsaber. She was kind of dope as fuck. And every time I think of that name, I just associate it with that character. But somehow it only just struck me that she's called that because she comes at events. So tells you the kind of person I am when it comes to realizing simple ass things. I did kick this down. I couldn't remember. Because it was so early. I didn't care. No one was thinking to hear me. I don't... It says the enemies can spawn at like 6 a.m. when you arrive, but I don't know if their spawning is instantaneous or if it's like 6 a.m. is when they spawn, but they technically spawn in at 6:04 because the game has to like load them in or whatever. Also, hospital infestation sucks. Do I want to do that? Oh, okay. And then we want you. Oh, I just want to walk the talkie. Fuck. You... do I want to stun lane? Probably not at this point. If it's on sale, maybe I want to buy it and just... Sorry, just burp. Drop it on the floor. So that we have it. There's a gun for $9 million, and I'm always tempted to turn on Cheat Engine. And... use cheat engine to modify how much money I have and see what the fuck the... Sorry, I keep burping, holy shit. Or hiccuping. I'm really tempted to turn on cheat engine and see what the gun actually does. I don't really want to go back there if it's hospital infestation. I don't really want to go to a warehouse. I haven't learned how to, like, do warehouse properly, and so the guy who has his own audio button, the shitbird, he's really loud. He freaks me out. I don't really know how to deal with him. Yeah, we'll just do hotel. Hotel's pretty simple. You gotta clear out the mucus again. Let's go to hotel. That's simple. It's easy. It's not infested. Warehouse, I guess, had shadow step, so it might have been better than usual, but again, I don't know how the fuck you run that map properly. Also, if for whatever reason the developer has watched this video and they watched this far, don't ever remove the sound effect that plays when you're like running around with 3+ items and you can hear like the stuff moving on your character. I love the sound. Don't know why, I just love it. It's awesome. It's satisfying in a weird way. Don't remove it, I beg you. Is that a jump? Yeah. I don't really want to do a jump, but I might have to. Oh yeah, there's shit over here. What are we doing with them here? Hillbilly, spider, I think fuck me, the shambler, and then later on, I believe the infected guy spawns, which is inconvenient, but you know, I guess life is pretty inconvenient overall. You just deal with it. I think I'm dealing with it pretty well. I guess because if you have 2+ items equipped. Huh? My point still stands that I love it. That was also just not worth opening though, sadly. I also just haven't turned on the flashlight we have. Which there's no reason to not have the flashlight on, because I'm pretty sure enemies don't see the flashlight. What the fuck? That sounded very close. I heard a laugh. He might have not been in the direction I thought he was. Shit, he was to my left, not my right. I think. Yeah. I hope he keeps walking that way. Damn. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I thought he was... It sounded like he was ahead of us to the right, but I know through the doorway that normally leads behind the counter, there's a second door, and I thought perhaps he was kicking on that one. It turns out I was very wrong. He went left. I think he came from over the gap. Having an enemy this early, I feel, is really unlucky. Do I want to deal with that? Honestly, I probably don't. I probably don't want to deal with that. Yeah, let's just leave and come back. Some things just aren't worth dealing with. I think that might be one of them. Maybe hospital's not infested. Ooh! Don't make me... I don't even think twice about it, actually. The only thing I'll think twice about is how I should just go in with a second pair of bolt cutters in case we get really good armor. We're unbroken still. Nice. You never know when you'll need your second pair. But there have been times where I've gone through this map where I've used almost 2 whole pairs. It really depends on whether the RNG blesses you or hates you. And this map is typically pretty good for RNG, getting good ass draws. I heard something, but I think it might have just been outside of my house. I'm assuming it is. That goes down. This is... This goes out to like a kind of corner room? Yeah. I think down there eventually we'll come across a alarmed room, if I remember correctly how this works. Or how this generates my health. What the fuck is that? Useless ass room. Playing this game with friends is pretty good, though. I just wish I had friends who were like more interested in booting and running Forsaken Frontiers. One of my friends is not very into horror games, and of all the like cooperative horror games we play, this one is undoubtedly the most like horror based. Like I'm looking at the list, and I have like gaming with friends, which this game is often gaming with not friends. I usually play alone, but we have Repo, Content Warning, Lethal Company. It's like those are technically horror games, but I don't think they're scary. I guess Lethal Company was like kind of scary for like the first few hours, but it lost it pretty quickly. Content Warning was never too scary, although there was things in the game that were definitely like, they were scary in the sense that you knew if you saw them, they were going to beat your ass. And it was like, oh yeah, the scary part is the fact that this goofy game now has a true danger waiting for us. But it wasn't scary in a more traditional way. Maybe we don't want to keep going that way. It sounds like someone's kicking something doors, potentially coming over here. There's another path we can take. And take it, I think you will. Lock that. And if this turns out to be a waste of time, then we'll just turn around and go back that way and unlock all these doors, I guess. This could be a waste of our time. Or, yeah, wow. Look at that. We'll leave the other door locked, I guess. What could it be? Probably an infecting guy. I don't remember their names. The guy who infects you is the most likely thing to be wandering around. I guess it could be a spider or a shambler, but I don't think it's very likely. I think the shamblers tend to like, they kick quickly. They're like, you know, most enemies are like, you know, boom, boom, boom. They're like boom, boom, boom. They enter rooms very quick. That kind of sucks because there's going to be a ton of ways to get over here. Well, we lock doors until we know we want to go through them. It's a little safer. think there's a locked door at the end of this hallway, though? Do my eyes deceive me? No. Are you worth, like, opening? Probably not. Damn, if we had ran this way sooner, we actually would have figured out better which way the alarm door was. So maybe running back was actually a bad idea. I think so. Cigarettes are worth a ton, aren't they? In this world, smokers die very quickly, so I guess you don't have too much of a need for cigarettes. Not like anyone's starting to, relapse. Or maybe there's just so many cigarettes that I don't know what to do with them all. We live in a world where you can just pick a cigarette butt off the ground and relight it, perhaps. I got another message. That might be the one I'm waiting for. But I at least gotta finish this run. Can't just quit. I'm still unbroken. I still think we're good to run around a little more. I'm gonna go back this way though. Is it a closet? No, it's not. Locked? Not locked. Let me check that message of mine. Is this what I've been waiting for? Holy shit. It is. We'll get on that in a minute. I don't really want to go upstairs twice. Yeah, maybe I really don't want to go upstairs twice. Hold on. Gotta get the candy bar. Fuck. I think we keep going down this hall. I don't actually remember. There's a lot of motherfuckers around though. I think that's still him. I'm not too worried about him. I'm worried that she attracted a Ventress or a spider. And if I run, I'm in trouble. We don't play dumb. We just leave. As soon as the breathing stops, we just leave. Don't try and be a hero. Though, wouldn't consider that heroic. I would just consider it, I don't know. I'm saving a country, although, from my understanding of the lore, which is not very well, I mean, I don't know much about the lore. I'm pretty sure, like, the country doesn't care about us, and everything's fucked no matter what we do. Something, the patch notes. Okay, yeah, buddy. You can drop it in and watch the game freeze up and hope that it doesn't fuck with the recording at all. That was... Oh, I guess there's a ton of money from the day before. Yeah. Actually, that's where we're going to stop it now, because I have obligations with other people. But that's Forsaken Frontiers. I will record more, whether this was a popular choice or not, which it will not be. But I'm still going to do it, because this channel is for me to, like, play shit I like, pretty much, and I like talking. I combine both into one, and it works wonderfully for me. But hopefully some other people watched this and they enjoyed it. But yeah, that's all. I can't say... Usually I edit the Sweetwater videos by saying stay sweet, but I can't actually do that here because, you know, this isn't Sweetwater. So, stay frozen and, you know, all that shit. Why didn't the end